Yo, what's going on YouTube? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Zay. Xavier Khalid. Mr. X, just get the name correct so I know that you respect. Back here with another video for y'all, man. Make sure y'all leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, do what you do to regular YouTube video, man. Let me turn this air down. It's kind of loud, blocking my thoughts. I can't even hear myself think. All I hear is the air, bro. All I feel is that cool air on me right now. I want to go to sleep. Though, man, I'm at work right now. You know, y'all see me doing the music stuff, though. I still work on the side. Still doing this YouTube stuff, like behind the scenes, trying to create a bunch of content so I can like have stuff scheduled out to go out rather than trying to make stuff day by day and then put it out that same day or the day after. Also, still working on music. Still live streaming. I did a live stream on my other channel the other day, me playing Rainbow on PS5. And you know, I'm also I'm also looking to get an internship, but I think I got the internship. Actually, if you saw the last video that I posted, my interview for Lucky Run Studio, I don't want to say too much, but they sent me an email saying that they was moving forward with me in the next step of the hiring process for the internship. So I should be in the studio on the weekends, because I'm off Friday to Sunday, and that's why I told them my schedule looked like Friday to Sunday. So since I'm off on the weekends, you know, head up to the studio, do my little internship, you know, work with the engineers and the producers up in there, see different artists come in and out, you know, elevate my sound to a different level that, you know, I probably wouldn't have ever thought would be possible without this opportunity. Though that leads me to the book that I've been reading, Success Through a Positive Attitude. I believe that's what it's called. Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. And the book, just so far I'm on chapter 6 or 7, and the book is just detailing like how to keep a positive mindset, why it's important, and different success stories of people who came from like piss poor situations and they made it out the gutter just to, you know, just by having a positive mental attitude. You know, not thinking in terms of doom, but thinking in terms of opportunity. Excuse my hair, y'all. I know I need a haircut. But thinking in terms of opportunity, and one of the parts in the book, I believe it's in chapter 4 or 5, is it talks about challenging yourself. So challenging yourself to do things that you believe that you couldn't do, and you have to start unlocking the powers of your mind. You have to start utilizing the greatest gift that was given to you, which was your mind, your brain. Because it's like a supercomputer, really. Like, it can process so many things. It can create so much that's inconceivable to the brain itself. So you have to really discipline yourself enough to be able to be patient enough to see these things come into fruition and manifest them. So what that looks like is, it talks about a couple things. It talks about auto-suggestion, aka self-suggestion, you know, where you're kind of like positively affirming yourself over and over again, whether it's through video recordings, whether it's just through speaking out loud, speaking with others about yourself, or speaking to yourself in a mirror, you know. And being somebody who creates music, that's right up my lane, because that's all music is a positive affirmation about yourself. Now, rap music can get a little convoluted because sometimes, you know, to sound cool, you kind of like putting other people down. But at the same time, you can tell stories and you can paint a picture of yourself to be a person that you really want to see fit. You know, when I create my music, I create it in such a way to where, like, my last mixtape that I made it in such a way to where it was kind of like I was this soldier on a mission. I was like this samurai on a mission. You feel me? And I got pushed over the edge. That's why I have all these skits in there at the end and the beginning of the songs. And I kind of got pushed over the edge in this music sphere to where I felt like I had to like be like other rappers or whatever, where I was like, yeah, like I can kill it with my pen too. You feel me? Like I'm killing the game. I'm doing this, doing that. I'm bodying people, like that type of tone. So it kind of like metaphorically, like I'm metaphorically killing off the competition. So I got forced into the arena, and now I have to kill my competition. Though at the same time, there's an agenda that leads us to either ignorance or knowledge of self. And in the end, it's like okay, when I listen to it, of course I'm the creator, so I'm kind of like, I choose the path of knowledge of self. But when somebody else listens to it, I want them to choose for me. Like, do you want me to go down the path of ignorance, or like, do you see me going down the path of ignorance, or do you see me going down the path of knowledge of self? Because I got a whole song called Objection. Like, objection, the defendant has his mind decayed, bamboozled, hoodwinked, it led astray. The only path for him laid is towards his grave. Something like that. And then I have other songs where the skit is like, now I'm forced, you know, I forgot it was survival of the fittest. It's from Solo Leveling, and he was like, I forgot it was survival of the fittest. And he was like, God gave me all these gifts, and now he wants me to mercilessly kill my enemies. So stuff like that, you know, like creating it to where it's affirming me as the hero in the story, where it's affirming myself as this grandiose character that other people can see themselves in and relate to it. And that was another part of that book that was that I read. Like, it was this kid who had a success story. He was basically poor, and he grew up in his family or whatever, and he had to like walk past his school or whatever, and past other kids down the road to where he had to collect coal, and it was embarrassing for him to have to be that poor and have to go collect coal. And these kids used to pick on him and bully him and beat him up. But then he started reading his book, and when he read the book, he kind of related to the characters. And it's kind of like when you watch anime. You know, like if you watch anime or whatever, we all know who gonna win. We all know Goku gonna win. We all know Naruto gonna win, bro. We know Jinwoo gonna win. We know One Punch Man is gonna win, bro. But at the same time, we want to see the build up to it, and like what in the story broke these characters to the point where they had that breakthrough to where they are heroic. That's the stuff that we want to see. So he kind of related to the characters in these books that he was reading, to where he like had this like triumphant moment to where one day he saw the kids running behind the building to kind of like ambush him when he was collecting coal, and he thought about running away, but then he didn't, and he ended up beating up all three of the bullies and making them run away. And when he made them run away, it kind of like gave him like a sense of spirit that he's never felt in himself before, and nothing about him changed. It was just his mindset. So that's another part of challenging ourselves. Like, I'm working this job at Amazon. I have this internship coming up for the next 3 to 6 months. I'm in school for coding, and I run a YouTube and a Twitch channel. Bro, if I have time to do this, there's literally no excuse for you. There's no excuse for you to not go out there and challenge yourself, bro. But you don't have to be a part of this hustle culture. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you not get no sleep, because I still get good sleep. It's days where I skip out on doing certain things because it's just not viable for me, or I just don't feel like it. It's days where I skip out on it. It's days where I'm not posting on YouTube. It might be weeks where I'm not posting on YouTube. I'm just coming up with ideas, or I'm recording a bunch of gameplay footage, or I'm just live streaming that week. It's days like that. It's weeks like that. But like, I can tell you mainly what I don't skip. I don't skip work. I go to work every day. I don't skip school. I go to school. I do my assignments every day. And I don't skip exercise, bro. Because health is important. Those are things that I mainly, but the music, I can create a couple tracks every day. It don't take me that long to produce a track. But then recording vocals and stuff, I find different times to do that. And then as far as the YouTube stuff, I record content. I'm live streaming. Though it's like I still like I'm still finding my motivation for it, because I'm still finding the direction that I want to go in. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna post gameplay Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Friday to Sunday, that's when I'm a live stream. Because I think that's what's gonna be better for me and my channel. And that's gonna give me more time to focus on everything that I have to focus on. You feel me? Though in between all of that, bro, like I can wake up early in the morning, get some of my classwork done. I can go home, and when I get home, then I can record. Then like I have a whole window from 9:45 to like 7 something, 8 something working. And then after that window, like 8 o'clock something, I'm free to do gameplay. I can exercise more if I want to, because I already exercise in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? And then live stream for y'all, bro. Create new content for y'all, bro. But it's all about challenging yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you'll never reap the rewards. If you don't discipline yourself enough, like, just tell yourself, like, I dare you. I dare you to do this. That's another thing from the book, is I dare you. I dare you. I'm a book, like, I'm street smart to a sense, but I'm a very book smart individual, like, because I'm all about wisdom. Like, if it's nothing wise in the decision that you're making, then don't make the decision. That's the main part of discipline that most people miss. It's like, if it's not a wise decision, then don't make the decision. If it's not wise for you to spend up your last $10 when you know you gotta make it stretch for the week because you might need gas, then don't spend that $10. It seems simple, but the mind tricks you, because you already know what you need to do. It's just you got other stuff funneling through your mind of what you could do. That's why you don't ever play woulda, coulda, shoulda with yourself. You just do work. Like in the words of Big Black, do work, bro. Do work. R.I.P. Big Black. Do work, for real. Because if you don't do work, then you will never achieve anything. And achievement comes from successes, and it comes from failure. Not all the work that you do is gonna be a success, but you know it's success in failures, because now you have a foundation. Now you don't learn something. Now you know which routes to take. Now you know which routes not to take. Now you know how you can creatively expand upon that idea, and that idea could go further, and then you could find something more. You always want to be finding something more. So challenge yourself to do more, to find something more within yourself, within what you're doing. Because if you find something more within what you're doing, then you're just adding on top of the foundation that you already have. And not everything has to be 100% concrete, original. Sometimes you might be following a success plan that's a formula, but you're adding your own sauce, your own spice to it. That could be more for you. is adding your own sauce to it, finding out what works for you in that formula, what doesn't work for you in that formula, and then just keep on recycling what does work. Okay? Maybe being 100% original and creative is what's working for you. Do that. Maybe don't ever copy nobody. Don't ever try and be a clone of somebody, but maybe getting some ideas and inspirations from other places and sources is what's doing it for you. So that's what you got to do for yourself. You have to do that for, like, okay, maybe you might not be the most creative person, but you have a lot of logic. You have a lot of insight. You have a lot of thoughts and critiques. But you need some inspiration when it comes to like editing, or you need some inspiration when it comes to a topic that you're interested in. Okay? It's all about studying and research, bro. Just do your research. And you be good. But I'm about to go back on the clock. Got about 10 minutes left of this lunch. I'm about to knock it out for the day, man. I just want y'all to challenge yourself, bro. Because if I can sit here and work a job, have a paid internship, and be in school all while running a YouTube and a Twitch channel, bro, and still making music, then you can do anything, bro. The sky's the limit. Like, bro, don't ever let the 24 hours and the 8 hours you sleep limit. The 16 hours you up and the 8 hours you sleep limit you to what you can and cannot do. You don't have to do something for the whole day, bro. Making music, you don't have to make music the whole day, bro. Okay? You working, you don't have to work the whole day. You create content, you don't have to create content the whole day. Live stream, you don't have to live stream the whole day. You don't have to read the whole day. You can limit it, like, okay, an hour I'm gonna do this, 30 minutes I'm gonna do that, 15 minutes I'm gonna do this, an hour I'm gonna do this, 45 minutes I'm gonna do that. And look how much free time you actually have to do things, and just chip away at the goal. The goalpost is not moving. The goalpost is still within that 16 hours. You feel me? Just sometimes the wind blowing. Sometimes it's snowing. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes you're just a little nervous and shaky. A lot of people don't challenge themselves because they have a poor nervous system. In reality. And you have to work that nervous system. And y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for some of the stuff I gotta say about that. Because that's like what I really want to say about it is in the book too. Napoleon Hill already done cracked the code and done said it got to do with transmutation. Transmutation for manifestation. Alright? So make sure y'all lock in, bro. And keep holding it down, man. The saga continues. Peace. I love y'all, man.